You wanted the best. You got the best. Thank you, good night. That wasn't funny. Anyway, said I'd do another tutorial. Not sure. Actually, yeah, I do know what I'm going to do it on. So, as you all may be very well aware, I am quite random with the stuff that I do tutorials on. So, let me just make I'll try and make two. I will show you a couple things that I learned the other day that I didn't know Ableton was aware of. So I will go through those real quickly, and then I'll end this video, and then I'll do another one on creating bass, doing bass lines, because I don't feel that I ever got enough videos on that. So again, I'll just walk you through me making a bass, and hopefully it won't be that long. Anyways, let's get started. Some of the things that I learned about Ableton not too long ago, just in a couple days ago actually, that was really cool, was some stuff with the gate unit that I never really tried, never really put any effort into it. Just was like, oh, the hell are you going to use this thing for? But it actually works quite well on breaks, and also on some synths. So let me just grab just a break, and I'll show you from there. And I'm going to use a break that is in the Ill Effects pack that I got from him, because I quite like them. I think they're all really good, and I tend to use them a lot. I apologize if your ears are bleeding because of that. Mine are now. Yeah, that's cool. We'll just use that one. Let me duplicate that across, and we'll just go on. You know what? Fuck it. Do 8 bars. And yeah, that's about as far in depth as I'm gonna go on the drums here. Just because this isn't about drums. If you want a video about drums, then go somewhere else and watch it, because you ain't getting it here. Not today. So anyways, the gate, I could probably, this is just the, I could probably demonstrate that here on these drums here, but if you were just to drag a gate onto a sample of a break that you're going to be using in one of your tracks, I wouldn't suggest using these on like your main drums, but on a layer or something you can get some quite, it works out quite well. But let me just play it, and you could just watch me fuck with it and tinker with it, and you'll get the idea. I'm not a specialist or anything, so I have no formal training. Me and William Hung, we weren't trained, so. Well, that's not going to work, is it? I want to loop this. Now, you can hover your mouse over any of the knobs on any of the native Ableton plugins, and over here to the right, or excuse me, the left, you have your info view, which normally I have down because I just want more space, but it's actually quite nice. You could see here that the attack sets how long it will take for the gate to open up after the threshold level is reached, which this is our threshold level here as indicated by the number here. The hold sets for how long the gate will remain open, and then your release is how long it'll take for the gate to close. Now, like I said, I wouldn't be using this on your main drums, but on a layered effect or something, you know, on a layered percussion loop or MIDI channel or whatever it is that you're using, you can get really choppy breaks. And if you were to use this in conjunction with like a transient shaper or something, you can get some really tight sounding, really tight sounding stuff. So it does work as indicated here. So that's about enough for that. I mean, that's just straight gate on the drums, but that's not really what I want to talk about. What I do want to talk about is using the gate for other things. And for instance, I'm going to drag this, as other YouTube videos say, I'm going to drag an instance of this FM8 into sequencer view. And now I will be selecting, fuck that. Don't get me wrong, I do like those videos. But they're just so much more pro sounding than me. Anyways. Yeah, that's beautiful. Just bear with me. Just listen to the fat kid breathe while I do have a MIDI keyboard, but I'm not using it. I'm just hitting the using the keyboard MIDI. Shit. I don't know what happened there. Anyways, the sound, I probably shouldn't go too in depth as to just creating this. I get sidetracked quite easily, as you can see, but anyways, sorry. Let's just continue on with what we were doing here. And I'm just going to create like an 8-bar sequence here, and you know what, screw it, we'll do C, and we'll go 2 bars or so, get out of here. And I will duplicate this and make a chord. Come on. I'm all fidgety because I'm tired. Alright, that'll work. Let's just duplicate that. And I'm not going to do anything crazy as far as making a progression or anything like that. I'm just going to invert some of these chords. Alright, so as you can see, that's all, I think it goes in between a C major and a C minor chord. As far as progression go, I didn't do anything. All I did was invert them, just raised some of the notes an octave or lowered them an octave, but they're all the same note. And you can see that how you can actually make some progressions, you can get some sort of variation when you're working with your productions without having to, you know, write some epic chord progression or anything. I mean, for something as simple as, you know, a pad in the background or whatever, all you really want to do is just put structure back there. You know, you want to make a foundation, and then you can start layering sounds on top of that. And so don't get too in detail about you know, melodies right off, because you could always layer your sounds and EQ appropriately to get the sounds that you want. So that's that. Now what I'm going to do next is just grab an auto filter right here, and I'm going to sync that. I'm going to set that to about 1/3 or 3/8. I'm going to lower this down to probably about 800 hertz or so, and then I'm going to set the LFO on it and take the phase off. Now if you wanted to get super fancy and go all Hollywood and stuff, then you can always add another one. And I'm not going to sync this one, I'll just remove the phase on that. Wow, okay, so we got some movement. Now what I want to do is just take this gate that I thought was so useless forever and slap that on with you know, my chords, and then I want to flip this little arrow up and I want to side chain this, and then I'm going to side chain it to the drum break actually, and then I'll set these values later. I'll just tinker with it and see what I like or what I come up with, but right away you should hear some you know, some differences, and it hopefully it should really help it jive and gel with the break. So here, just have a listen, you see for yourself. Anyways, you get the gist of it. You can pretty much do anything with that, and it's something that I never really messed with. I just wanted to show that to you guys because I thought it was cool, and if to be honest with you, if you really had no idea as to what you wanted to make, but you knew you wanted to make something, it's a good place to start. You know, if you get your drums sorted and everything, and then you know, it gives you a good background to start a rhythm on. Well, you know, another thing you can do is layer another break on here, and let me see. You know, whenever I do these tutorials, it's like I get some sort of stage fright or something that's stupid. Nobody's watching me, but I can never find the shit I'm looking for. Just the way it goes. Anyways, we'll go back up here to wherever the breaks folder is, which is here, and I will grab another Ill Effects break because he's. And I'll just grab one with like something that's got a little bit more splashy with some top end or something. That'll work. And we'll just drag that up there and do this number. Only this guy, since we're just going to be using him, I'll go high pass this little bastard. And come on, stage fright. Now I'm just going to change the side chain on this to this guy and see if, you know, if we have any sort of different effect. So already you see there, I mean, we got two totally different, you know, feelings there just by sidechaining the gate on a synth to you know, a different break that we would use in a project. Now, I'm not claiming that this is a fucking masterpiece, because obviously it's not, but I just wanted to point out that, you know, kind of a quick start, play with some of the gates that you may have in your guys' DAWs and see. You know, the sky's the limit. Just do anything. Just fucking make drum and bass and nothing else. Just do something. But there you have it. And I'll catch you guys later. This is John Carr, Team 174, sucker. And that was cheesy. That reminded me of on Boondock Saints 2, right, where he was like trying to come up with some sort of catchphrase to say after he after he killed somebody. Like, I don't even remember. Anyways, Team 174, John Carr. Later.